I had always been a devoted Roblox player, spending countless hours exploring virtual worlds and building digital empires. Little did I know that my love for the game would lead me down a dark and twisted path. One evening I stumbled upon a seemingly ordinary game called The Abyss. The description was vague, promising an immersive experience beyond imagination. Intrigued, I clicked the play button, and the screen plunged into darkness before revealing a desolate landscape. The game was nothing like the vibrant and colorful Roblox worlds I was accustomed to. The air was thick with an otherworldly silence as I navigated through a shadowy abyss. Strange symbols adorned the virtual walls, and an unsettling feeling gnawed at the edges of my consciousness. As I delved deeper into the abyss, the environment grew more twisted and surreal. The virtual reality seemed to seep into my own, blurring the boundaries between the game and the real world. I could hear faint whispers, unintelligible but laden with an eerie resonance. The landscape shifted, and I found myself standing in front of a colossal structure, a dark and foreboding mansion that shouldn't exist in the Roblox universe. The whispers intensified, guiding me through the mansion's haunted halls. Each room revealed fragments of a chilling narrative, a tale of a lost soul seeking escape. As I progressed, the lines between reality and the game continued to blur. The whispers became more distinct, whispering my name and recounting details of my own life, details that the game shouldn't have known. I was no longer a mere player. I was a pawn in a sinister game with an unseen puppeteer. Panic set in as the virtual and real worlds intertwined. I tried desperately to exit the game, but the familiar buttons and commands had vanished. The mansion's walls seemed to close in, trapping me in a digital nightmare that mirrored my deepest fears. A ghastly figure materialized before me, a manifestation of my own fears and insecurities. It spoke in a haunting voice, recounting my darkest secrets and weaving them into the fabric of the game. I was no longer in control. The game had become a malevolent force, preying on my vulnerabilities. With a sudden jolt, I found myself back at my computer, sweating and trembling. The game had left an indelible mark on my psyche, and the whispers lingered in the corners of my mind. I uninstalled Roblox, but the echoes of the abyss persisted, a haunting reminder that some virtual realms are better left unexplored. To this day, I can't shake the feeling that something from the abyss is still watching, waiting for the next unsuspecting player to click that ominous play button and descend into the digital darkness. In the dim glow of my computer screen, I found myself immersed in Roblox, unaware that this seemingly innocent escape would lead me into the depths of a dark and haunting nightmare. A friend sent me an invitation to a game called The Forgotten Dreams. Intrigued, I accepted, entering a virtual realm that shattered my perception of Roblox. The game loaded, and I found myself in a desolate landscape cloaked in perpetual twilight. As I traversed the eerie terrain, I stumbled upon a dilapidated mansion with architecture reminiscent of Gothic horror tales. Intrigued, I entered, the creaking door closing behind me with ghostly finality. The interior was a labyrinth of dimly lit corridors and decrepit rooms haunted by unnerving whispers. The mansion revealed fragments of a tragic narrative, a tale of lost souls, unfulfilled dreams, and a darkness that clung to the very fabric of the virtual space. The whispers grew more insistent, their words weaving a web of despair and anguish. Shadows danced on the walls, contorting into grotesque forms that seemed to reach out for me. The atmosphere shifted, and I found myself in a grand ballroom. In the center stood a spectral figure adorned in tattered garments and staring into the void with hollow eyes. The figure spoke of a curse, of souls trapped in a perpetual purgatory within the digital confines of Roblox. I was an unwitting participant in a ritual that sought to break these tortured souls' chains. A cold dread gripped my heart as the mansion's walls seemed to close in. I sought an exit, but doorways led to endless loops of despair. The mansion became a suffocating maze, and the spectral figure's words resonated in my mind like a haunting refrain. With a jolt, I found myself back at my computer, the screen flickering before fading to black. The game was gone, but the echoes of the forgotten dreams lingered. Roblox, once a source of joy, had become a portal to a nightmarish dimension where the line between the virtual and real was irrevocably blurred. I closed the computer, shaken by the harrowing experience. The haunting melody still played in my mind, a constant reminder that some nightmares are not confined to the realm of dreams. The specters of the forgotten dreams had left an indelible mark on my soul, and I couldn't shake the feeling that, in the shadows of the virtual world, something malevolent still lingered, waiting for the next unsuspecting player to stumble into its grasp.